Hey guys.
Wanda?
It's Gwen, actually.
Oh, you know her. Very cool.
We're swinging back into the Spider-Verse, and it looks like this ride is going to be as webby and wild as ever. Nearly days before the release of Sony and Marvel's Spider-Man No Way Home, Sony teases fans with a first look at the upcoming sequel to 2018's Oscar-winning animation, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and there are some pretty impressive voice talent signed on. Ever since the first film opened up the multiverse and introduced us to different variations of the web-slinging hero, we've been waiting 3 years to catch up with Miles Morales and his newfound friend. The original title and lead actors were revealed, and some of these guys are already in the MCU. What's better is the revelation that Across the Spider-Verse is just the first part of a 2-part movie experience that Sun is working on. So, which actors are returning for their roles and who will play the villain this time around? Let's find out.
What are you? Some kind of silly cartoon?
You got a problem with cartoons?
According to the official synopsis of the film, Miles Morales returns for the next chapter of the Oscar-winning Spider-Verse saga, an epic adventure that will transport Brooklyn's full-time, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man across the multiverse to join forces with Gwen Stacy and a new team of Spider people to face off with a villain more powerful than anything they've ever encountered. The last time we saw Miles Morales, he was with Spider-Gwen, Peter Porker, Spider-Man Noir, Penny Parker, and Peter B. Parker as they defeated Kingpin and his cronies. After the victory, the other Spiders went back to their worlds, but the hope of Miles seeing Gwen again was kept alive by the time the credits rolled. Funnily enough, we see Miles jamming out on his bed in the sneak peek before Gwen shows up and sucks him into her world. They look a little older, so maybe it's been some time since they last saw each other. From this, we can also confirm that Haley Steinfeld will reprise her role as Gwen Stacy, while Shameik Moore will continue to play Miles Morales. There's no word whether the other Spidey voice actors like Nicolas Cage or John Mulaney will appear in the sequel, but if they do, they'll probably be just as funny.
I'm working like a dog trying to sniff out the latest story. I frolic and I dance and I do this with my pants and my—
enough! So, how did you get here?
Back to the teaser. Gwen asks Miles to come with her, but he states that he's grounded. I wonder why. Could Miles have struggled with his heroics a little too much? Well, the Spider-Man producer reveals that Miles is finding it hard to balance his hero life with school and home responsibilities. Poor kid probably slacked on his chores or didn't meet his mom for dinner. The next shot shows Miles and a mysterious new Spider-Man swinging through the city, and the animation style is just stunning. Producer-writer duo Philip Lord and Chris Miller revealed that each universe will have its own distinct look, saying every dimension looks and feels radically different from all the others. They all look like they were drawn by different artists. You can clearly tell the animation was changed when Miles goes toe-to-toe with his new web slinger. So, who is this mystery Spider-Man? Well, he's someone who's already set to appear in the MCU.
Aw, did that feel like a cartoon?
Miguel OHara might not be a familiar name for moviegoers, but after this film, he'll be a pretty big deal. Why? Because he's the later Spider-Man to join the Spider-Verse. Not much is known about this guy except that he and Peter engage in a wild chase through the city. His suit is slick and a little more advanced than Miles, which means he's a Spider-Man that's seasoned in the game. Miguel OHara is Spider-Man 2099, and he's played by none other than Oscar Isaac. I know what you're thinking. Which MCU movie has he been in? Well, it seems like he should have joined the MCU a long time ago thanks to his brilliant acting skills. Oscar is one of the latest additions to Phase 4. Disney Plus has been on a roll with all these Marvel shows this year, and it looks like they'll only get bigger. Oscar will be playing the mysterious Moon Knight. For those of you who don't know, Moon Knight is a former US Marine named Mark Spector who suffers from multiple personality disorder. Oscar gushed about the role, saying, "I love the people involved. I thought there was an incredibly unusual story to tell within the world of, you know, the superhero language. But we're making something that's quite different and that doesn't follow the same, not necessarily even logic of what a lot of superhero films do."
You think your world is safe? It is an illusion.
He seems to play mysterious pretty well, don't you think? This means he will have 2 Marvel roles come 2022. Oscar will be joined by yet another new Spidey, Jessica Drew. She's one of the many Spidey people that will help Miles deal with the unknown villain, and she will be played by Issa Rae, famous for HBO's Insecure series. Rae joined the Spider-Verse in June, but her character art is yet to be released. I can't wait to see the suit and what she looks like in her downtime. We also know that one Spidey from Into the Spider-Verse is confirmed to return, and that's Peter B. Parker, played by Jake Johnson. This version of Peter was pretty down on his luck and going through a separation from MJ when he was sucked into Miles' world. It will be great to see his life on the up and up. Hopefully he and MJ will be okay by the sequel. He, Gwen, and Miles will team up yet again and be joined by Spider-Woman in Spider-Man 2099. Though some fans think 2099 will be the villain, it's more likely that he will recruit the other Spider people to fight by his side.
母と子の愛の絆を守る男、スパイダーマン。
It is also rumored that there'll be a version of the 1970s Japanese Spider-Man, who, according to Philip Lord, has already been designed. The excitement over the Spider-Verse expansion has led to actors from the MCU's Spidey films begging for a role. If the universe was to be fully expanded, it would include Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire, who would voice their own versions of Spider-Man. Funnily enough, Into the Spider-Verse was meant to have these cameos, and a scene had been pitched that features these 3, but it was scrapped in production, with creators seeing it as too soon. Co-director Rodney Rothman spoke on this, saying, "There were many thoughts about where we could put Tobey Maguire and others, but nothing stuck. I think after this film, those thoughts might have a little more traction," he hinted. Hopefully they will get another chance soon. Stars like Zendaya, who plays MJ, and Tom Holland have expressed their love for the animated Spider-Man. "Love those movies," gushed Zendaya. Holland chimed in, saying, "Love them, and I'm waiting for the phone call. Guys, call us. Put us in your movie. We want to be in it." These guys aren't the only ones who want to be part of the Spider-Verse. Another actor who is familiar with playing Spider-Man has also asked to be one of the Spider people to help Miles Morales in his journey. Popular voice actor Josh Keaton recently caused a buzz when he threw his hat into the ring as a contender. Josh is best known for his highly popular work in the most acclaimed Spider-Man series, The Spectacular Spider-Man. This show was extremely popular and it ran for 2 seasons. The only reason it came to an end was the acquisition of Spider-Man by Disney from Sony Television. Josh went on to voice the character in different Spidey projects such as Ultimate Spider-Man and Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions and Amazing Spider-Man and its sequel, Spider-Man Edge of Time. If he joins the Spider-Verse, then it will truly be a full circle moment for him.
I am. Spider-Man.
As more details about Across the Spider-Verse comes out, the cast and characters will only get better. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 will arrive in theaters on October 7th, 2022. Let me know in the comments below which Spider-Verse character is your favorite and who you'd like to see in the upcoming animated films. Be sure to subscribe for more videos just like this, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Is Spider-Man grounded?
I